And I also think we should
We are live, young man. We are live.
Let's talk about the tournament.
All righty, everyone. Let me just triple normal check once again. Welcome back to the first official episode of Tell Me I'm the Greatest podcast with Travis Bagent himself. Been years in the making, and finally we are here. What's going on, Travis Bagent? Let me.
Just hanging, player. Super excited to announce December 30th. I believe we have a format.
Be officially came up with we have everything. Finally, our haircut sinks in, our outfit sinks in, so now we have a tournament sinks in too.
Right.
All right. So, what's the format, Travis Bagent?
Heavy debate on what to do with the pros, so I will leave that open for now. We could give us maybe 3 weight classes, maybe, but I like to just one weight class. One weight class. Who's the king? Because, I mean, every time I get in a one weight class tournament, I'm the winner. Let's go.
What about the rest of the people?
They're the losers. But the amateurs, I feel like we do have the amateur format. We will have 4 classes left and right-handed, starting with 0 to 165. 0 to 1. No, actually, scratch that. 0 to 171.
Okay.
Let's go straight Igor Mazurenko day. 0 to 171. 171 to 189. $189 to either 209 or 231. What should we do?
Well, it's pretty good jump, yeah. So
let's go 209.
What's after 209 plus?
209 plus. Yeah, I mean, come on. If you're over 210 pounds, you're a grown ass man.
Yeah. Can we talk about this actually? So I do have I'm not gonna say the name. We have, let's just say I have a couple dudes like this in Florida who are like on the borderline. They can make 242, right? And there's a lot of complaints.
Worst class ever thought about.
And they like to complain about it too, like, oh, the weight cut, the class. I'm like, dude, the conversation about the weight cut are for the small dudes. If you're 242, you might as well be supers. Like, and I agree with what you said. I feel like after 210, you're available to beat everybody.
100%.
Majority.
If you're a 220 guy, lose the weight. If you got to lose weight to get to 220, motherfucker, you a big ass heavyweight. Shut up. Come on. Yeah, I like it. 60 or 71, 89, 209 supers. Yep. Left and right-handed amateurs. No, actually, it's not amateur.
Semi-pro?
Semi-pro only. Semi-pro. Who can pull in semi-pro? Any motherfucker in the world can pull semi-pro. I don't care what you do, you can pull semi-pro.
And at that point, if that super's gonna look too good, all of a sudden I'm a semi-pro too. I am a semi-pro.
Yes. So, yes.
I'm a semi-pro by definition.
Semi-pro.
Stengha asking, is Travis going to Istanbul in January? Yes, sir. We confirmed.
Yes, sir. I will be in attendance. Get Engin Terzi on the phone immediately.
Message to Engin have been sent. So,
what about Gary Roberts and the arm wrestler? What about the singing arm wrestler? Let's get the singing arm wrestler.
I don't know, but I do have.
Come on.
Hey, so hold on, a couple. Oh, you're messing me up over here. So, hey, since we start talking about all the pussies that want to cut to 242, I don't know if you ask you that. Do you have a? I don't know if do you have a height preference for the dudes? Like, somebody complaining to you about shit, and you're like, man, you're way too short to be super. Do you have that view about the height or no?
No, I don't care how tall you are.
So you
all that matters is you can. I've had the real problem is when the guy walks up and is like, "Oh, I'm just too heavy for the super heavyweights. Look at my hand." And I was like, "Oh yeah, you got some bitch ass hands. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you." Because I've got small hands. So if you walk up to me and your hand's smaller than mine and you're in the supers, you in trouble.
So so it's for you. It's not the height. For you, rather, you think there's no potential in dudes with smaller hands.
Yeah, you see them small ass hands and short levers, and they weigh 267. You're like, oh yeah, you're in trouble, bro.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's a short lever, he also has to be kind of short too.
It's like Greg Boyce. Greg Boyce from Canada is the only short, kind of chubby dude. And when I say chubby, he really wasn't chubby. Motherfucker was jacked, like fucking.
Just no problem, no baiting him. I got you.
Right, but he had a little ass hand, always dipping his thumb in there, and then boom, he'd have you in a hook. And but for the most part, that body style's not particularly dominant. You don't see real little short, pudgy ass super heavyweights, right?
Well, that's what I'm referring to. I feel like if you want to be a successful super heavyweight and you're already the chubby dude, you kind of have to look at the height, man. I feel like there's not anybody that's less than 6 foot something that's an actually good elite super heavyweight. Like, there's no short dudes.
Greg Boyce comes to mind. That was a bad dude. He was probably about 5'10", 5'9".
Okay. And how good was he?
I won the world championships in 2002.
All right. That's
in 2003, I had to arm wrestle him in like the second round of there when me and Vovoda pulled in the finals. And honestly, me going through Greg Boyce the way that I did was when I knew I was going to win everything.
Got you. Well, okay, that's saying there's a good.
Not that he was going to win if I didn't, but
just the way it went.
Yeah, because I didn't even care about taking his hand. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm banging everybody with high side pressure. Whatever happens.
I know what you said. I know. Well, was
and I think it was even out of the strap too. Just boom. Who's your fucking daddy?
So before that, he was giving you a little more than that, right?
Yeah, he actually beat me in Niagara Falls, I think, on fouls. But it was one of the things where he was fish stripping and the motherfucker was catching me at the bottom. Not that I think there was even a little bit of an argument whether I pinned him or not. Ian was there. He could comment. Or maybe it was just me and Devin got tied up and they called a bad call there. But for whatever reason, Greg Boyce won that tournament, I believe. And that was big money. The guy didn't pass, but it was supposed to be big. It was supposed to be big money. But yeah, he definitely was, then after that, he won the Worlds. Then you come back and he's at the World Championships again in Ottawa. So he's representing this country, right? It's all fucking fired up about that. And then boom, that's your ass. You ran into the champ. He was probably happy as shit to not be in Alexi's side of the bracket. But then he ended up fucked up.
Got you. I know what you're talking about because whenever I go to events, there's like, I'm gonna be jittery until I beat that one dude who's like usually, and then I'll be all right. Doesn't matter what happens. But the problem was like a couple more dudes than that. Like, oh shit, I'm gonna be once I beat that and that guy, I can definitely chill out and make fun of all of you.
Well, and how you feel in beating him, right? Like,
yeah.
Because I'm always waiting for the neck cramp, the forearm, the elbow, the instant, rubbing this.
I got you.
And it has nothing to do with exactly what hurts. It's the fact that you in the fight of your life every damn start from here on out because it just ain't easy.
Yeah.
And then, and I always like it when the guy's like, oh, acts like I'm cheating, but I'm not. And I'm like, oh, my man. You poor guy. Listen, I don't know. I had to tell Marcio. Look, so now.
Yeah, it's only going to get worse from there.
Right now, we all know that Marcio Barbosa is, first of all, a very respected human being in our community.
He is. He is.
There ain't no doubt. Like,
Outstanding guy, family to the tournaments. Everybody loves him in the fam.
Come on, man. If you have, I mean, ain't nobody got a beef with Marcio. Everybody is perfectly okay with his brand, his attitude, his what seems to be his integrity on and off. Well,
I don't know where this going. I don't know where this going, but it's kind of like like Marcio's a guy. No problem. Amazing dude.
The face and ambassador of arm wrestling for forever, right?
Yeah. 100%.
And also, if you've ever competed against him, you also know that he is the fucking devil. Maybe the absolute worst human being in the world when it comes to absolutely cheating his ass off. And tries to he's that Spanish guy who speaks perfect English until you got a problem. And then all of a sudden he don't speak no English, right? This guy acts like he still lives in Brazil when he's trying to tell the ref that he don't know what he's talking about with his elbow.
Bom dia. No.
Table. What do you mean? What do you mean? Motherfucker, you are triple cap, right? So this guy's the absolute devil, right? Well, I get to the Mohegan Sun and I am a magnificent specimen of myself at this time, right? Now, I'm not fully aware of it. I have glimpses like, because you don't want to type.
Mohegan Sun, what year is that? Between 205 and 210?
Oh, yes. Right over there, right? So I'm at the Mohegan Sun. And I am competing only left-handed. My right wrist is real jacked up from that John Brzenk thing over in Japan. So for the last 6-8 months, I'm pulling left-handed, left-hand machine, left-hand side pressure, left-hand, every fucking thing left-handed, right?
Well, hold on. Before you do that, your injury came from pulling John and signing 1,000 autographs. That was the part to that injury. Remember you said
no doubt. But the truth is that I am hurt right-handed, very much in need of that left-handed $5,000 that old Ferguson had to offer, right? So I arrive at the Mohegan Sun, and leading up to the day before the tournament, like only your self-doubt and insecurities would cause you to tense up at the mirror, right? Or in the shower that morning to test if you got it or not, right? It's best, right? What's best to do is don't let your mind even go there. Because if you feel something that you don't like, it is going to stay with you until kickoff time, right? So for me, it's always, I'm not even like the most strenuous thing I'm doing is brushing my teeth, right? I get to the Mohegan Sun, I sign up, and my second or third match is against Marcio. So I get up there and I literally just close my hand and I'm like, oh my goodness. I am the strongest motherfucker in the world right now. That's what the only thought that overwhelms me is that, right?
All right. Yeah.
Well, Marcio decides to do his Dave Patton impression. And I don't know if you guys know what that means, but it's very simple, right? It's a tricep dip, right? Just a little lay on your tricep, elbow comes forward, re-grip, lat drag, dip the elbow, re-grip, triple cap, lat drag. Each time, I'm completely okay with it. And I got this man just nice and set in my little pocket. And he steps away, says something in Portuguese to the referee. And his wife starts coming from the side. He's cheating! Because she will, in fact, go Jody Larratt quick. She'll go Rebecca Todd. She ain't scared to back her man. And if she feels that he is getting an unjust shake at things, she is ready to fight, right? Now, you know me, Artem. I don't want no smoke with no ladies, especially Mrs. Barbosa.
So what did you say?
Who has also one time, and this is, I probably shouldn't even say this, but hey, one good thing is no one ever see these things. One thing that Marcio told me one time is it was after one of Gary Goodrich's many fights, right? Many fights that Gary Goodrich had, some in fact he lost.
Right.
Right? During one of the times in between one of his losses, maybe two losses, I don't know. I think he was about probably 25 and 25. I could be mistaken, but I think he about 500 man, right? Which, listen, don't mistaken this for me talking shit, because I cannot whip Gary Goodrich, okay? So as I was speaking on the Gary Goodrich fight in front of a large group of people, Marcio was not impressed with Gary Goodrich's fighting capabilities, which of course took me, and I was a little shocked, and I said, in Portuguese, I said, "Man, he'll whip your ass, man." And he said, "Oh, no, no, no." I'm like, whoa, what you mean there? Gary Goodrich will whip your ass. What are you talking about? He's like, "My man," he looked me right in my face. He's like, "No." So now, I don't know. Let's just say that Gary Goodrich could whip him, but didn't whip him easy. I probably don't want no smoke with Marcio either at this point. So now I got this man who can potentially whip Gary Goodrich. Now I got his wife going crazy, claiming that I am absolutely cheating, the biggest cheater in the history of arm wrestling from the Portuguese persuasion. I mean, he's Devin Larratt without the lever.
And at this point you learn they're not scared of Gary Goodrich either.
Yeah, exactly. So, right. So I got this lady tripping, just more or less saying that I, in fact, am the cheater. Which, have you ever heard my name mentioned with the cheating word?
No, never. Are you crazy?
Come on, Mr. Integrity over here. So all I wanted Miss Barbosa and Marcio to know is that, listen, guys, I am capable of cheating any person speaking Portuguese. However, I am not cheating today. I am, in fact, the strongest man in the world. So that was my experience with Marcio, was his wife flipping out about me cheating, me not cheating, giving, and still killing this dude. And her, just for whatever reason, that's just what true love is. If you would have told her that she had to bet her entire life savings on whether I was cheating or I was just so unbelievably strong, she would have said that I was cheating. And Marcio, too, was okay with her thinking that.
Yeah, that's where you kind of feel funny about the dude, right? Like, hey, like we are friends and I love you,
what
girl.
Marcio should have did, and we will give him the rest of this podcast to do, is to actually zoom into our podcast right now and admit that I was, in fact, way stronger that day.
I got you, but me and you know.
1 year later, or 1 year earlier, I was the same thing again, right-handed. And I fucking whacked old Joe. I whacked Ron Bass like this. without moving my shoulders. And then John Brzezinski got in the overall look. Boom. Boom. Easy work. Right? I mean, I'm talking cock diesel strong. Hey, Paulie just hit and wants the thing. Hey, what's up, stud?
There's a water notice.
Okay, you the man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I'll put it right on this thing.
You the man. They're gonna cut the water off Artem in this motherfucker.
There's water in this bitch? You got some running water out there?
I got running water, but I ain't paying for it.
Hey, did you tell him that you don't care? Did you tell him, man, I grew up without that shit. Cut it all off. Cut it off. I was surprised.
I'm the talent in here. I'm not the administration. I'm the talent.
So that's for a fact that hold on, you said Paulie needs a link?
Paul Italia needs a link. I don't know. Do you even have Paulie's right number?
Yeah, I have him on the proper messenger. The one he replies to. So maybe. So there's something, there's no guy that ever drives home after an ass whooping and trying to cheat the fuck out of you or whatever he's trying to do. There's a lot of things you're gonna tell to his wife. Oh yeah, man, he was just stronger.
Really? Dude, that's so funny because I'm telling you how cool I am. I am so cool. I will call Casey immediately and be like, dude, you are not gonna believe this.
You will.
I couldn't beat this fucking guy with two hands, and somehow I got out on this fucking guy's fingertips and cheated the fuck out of him, false started twice, and got this fucking money. And she'll laugh her ass off. I mean, if you can't tell your wife the truth, who the fuck can you tell, Artem?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, like, there is not. You're probably the only guy I've talked to that can do that.
I saw Marcio years later, and I heard him in an interview saying that he beat me, and he put when he was strong. He added that. Like, I don't know how to tell you this, Marcio, but if you ever get a win on me, it don't matter what the deal is, homie. You better go. You better get home immediately and collect your winnings. Because listen, that shit don't happen very often, player.
I'm a little people. There's a comment. You guys should be cheering Marcio, not breaking his balls. He has a big match coming up.
Oh, he does. Oh, he does.
Well, am I missing? Who is he pulling in where?
And who's breaking his balls? What are we talking about?
Oh, East versus West, Petrenko. So you're saying Travis gonna see him shortly? I got you.
Let me recant all.
Hold on. Delete.
Oh, who's Marcio pulling?
Oleg Petrenko.
Is that the?
That's the guy that beat Chance.
Oh yeah, that's a problem. Well, Marcio's in trouble. Definitely don't show him this video.
Marcio, if you or any of your kids find this podcast, that was a mistake. It was not meant to be released. We're just trying out new material. Sometimes material sticks, sometimes it doesn't. That's why you go, do.
No, but Marcio did beat Pablo though, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I would never imagine this. When I felt Pablo, I can't believe that somebody could beat him.
What's going on, Barry Bourne?
Barry Bourne. We'll see you, Barry Bourne, in Chicago, New Year's Eve.
Ben Long, we appreciate you for giving out one Travis Bagent unfiltered membership. All our members love our channel. Trust me. Man, we fucking. I meant to ask you, and we jump in all the subjects. What you guys talking about? All right. Man, what did you say? So then two things.
Send Paulie the link on Messenger.
Like in a message. I got you. All right, cool. Italia. All Italian. Gonna talk about Nanya, perhaps. All right, Paulie has a link if Paulie's watching. What do y'all think about Adam was in. Oh, hold on. That was a good question. Before I get to the Adam and.
I saw a highlight film where, man, Andrey Sharkov just
Oh, you saw
killed.
the video. You
God
saw the video.
damn, he
Oh,
was
how
just
can we talking
killing
about it?
Adam.
We're talking about it, man. All right, Andrey. Hey, Andrey been talking shit lately. Andrey been
Is
talking.
that his kryptonite? Has he ever lost, or they just pulled a lot?
I guess they pulled a lot more than we all kind of thought. Like I
Man,
never.
have they pulled even more, and Adam has some wins, or all those wins?
No, I don't believe so. No.
Now, Andrey is bigger than him, though, right?
I think naturally, like, yeah, Andrey can all of a sudden come and pull 240s, where I think Adam at the biggest will be like 210. They're a little bit different human beings, but I think they both like will like to meet like at that 209 range, 220. I don't know. Adam is definitely a smaller dude. And well, so it's funny. Adam asked me like, "What you guys think?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know, man. Last time I pulled Andrey, I beat him right-handed." And Adam looked at me and said, "Oh, then I should have no problem." I'm like, yo, Adam, let me tell you something. Don't make me tell you tomorrow, young man. Fucking crazy. But yeah, but Adam, so here's my problem. Andrey has never really said anything on social media until like him and who he just pulled. Daniel Price. He just pulled Daniel Price at Monster Factory. And he also been aggressive, right? And he keeps like that trash talk is confident. And there's difference. Usually people don't say anything. Like, oh, and he's that highlight that you saw. It's like, hey, it's been happening and it's going to happen again.
Oh, you got no fucking chance. If I'm Adam, I'm canceling that whole match.
What?
Where's that at?
That's going to be at High Five in New Jersey. January 6th. January 6th.
Nice.
He was mad about Jerome Loud smash. Who exactly? I mean, I don't know, man. They're both hot dudes. Let me bring up this. I don't know how people do conjugate with side press without absolutely raking their elbows. A true 1 rep max for me hurts like a motherfucker. I'm also starting to think practice, the way most people practice, makes you weaker. Oh, that's a solid comment, to be honest. Before
you don't just practice to get stronger. Practice is for rehab. Practice is to make sure that you can enter the game and not have to go to the hospital, right? That's all it is. Stretch the tendons out there, move it around. Know in your mind that when you're trying really hard, you're going to get into some awkward positions. So go over all those things at practice for fun, but don't mistake it for, hey, I'm here to get stronger, right? No, you get stronger at the gym. You get stronger with small little movements, right? Really concentrating on watching the match, right? If you literally are starting the match like this and you are not going to change that to something else, then you need to make sure that everything you do in the gym is catered to starting that match in this position. You got it? Have a general understanding of exactly what you are really, really doing in the tournament. And then rewind that and break it down and then get stronger. And know that there is, if you set up without utilizing angles and leverage, you will need to be way stronger, right? So just know that you can, whatever, you either work on getting stronger or you work on strategies that allow less strength to get the job done. You decide. That's the balancing act right there.
Hopefully you combine both.
Well, I mean, it makes sense to, you spend a lot of time getting stronger and you're like, dude, I just pulled that guy. I can't get strong enough pulling like that. I'm going to have to change the game a little bit, whether it's timing or leverage, right? And all that means how you going to set up, how are you going to train yourself to take advantage of certain things that go along with the game. The straps go along with the game. The set grip goes along with the game. Even if it's being used against you, it's a part of the game, right? So concentrate on how much of your time do you commit to getting better technically, to or to getting stronger.
For sure, like, take a step back and just look at what you're doing. So, and I agree. So he said the way most practice, the way most practice, you go on a Saturday and do some grinding. There's injuries happening, bunch of shit. So yeah, I feel like if you do want to get better, you cannot practice the way the majority practices because you're just gonna.
Or you can just make sure you know what you did. Right. What I did was
you have to be very self-aware.
I broke down my muscles and I prepared my body for a tournament-like environment. Right. I mean, that's what you're doing.
You did that.
Yeah. If that's all you do for the week, you didn't necessarily get better or stronger at arm wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to balance it out. Like if you're too sucked into the group chat and everybody coming Saturday, you're gonna come there with your arms just fucking noodles. And then before at Paulie, he goes, a true one rep max for me hurts like a motherfucker. So this is where I usually just do.
I can't imagine real quick. I can't imagine that you would do a 1 rep max of a tricep press ever in your life. Whoever fucking told you to do that is an asshole. If you came up with that yourself, you're an asshole. And if you tell someone to do that, you're an asshole. So look, this right here is me pressing. Okay. It is not my rep max. It does not hurt. If I want to get stronger at this, I do this 1,000,000 times and then add a little bit of weight. That still would not be a rep max. The only time I'm going to do a rep max is when I'm looking for a WAL hammer.
Right. Hold on. Training or the tournament? Isn't it the tournament?
There is no training. There is no training with 1 rep max tricep push. The fuck are you doing? Yeah, don't do it.
So
right. Just like don't even bench press max. Just get to 225 and do it once. If it's easy, do it twice. If it's fucking easy, do it 3 times. And then eventually you do it 80 times, but there's no reason to put 600 pounds on it and think you're not going to strain your pec tendon that will cause you to have trouble arm wrestling. So that's my thing. Listen, your chest, your back, your tricep, all your biceps, they all need to be worked, right? And they need to get stronger, but they don't need 1 rep max, right? Save the 1 rep max. Go to practice so that when you do the 1 rep max, you don't have to go to the hospital.
That's what I'm saying. So I've been sending you my videos of doing different shit. And I know I'm anal about like, if you're doing side pressure, the way I do it is super like minute. There's no breaking of anything. Like it's just smooth motion. Basically, whenever my technique is down, that's with too much weight. Like that's one thing. But sending videos to you, you're like another level of asshole too. You're like, if there's any type of like shitting and you're separating and your back is not like all rounded and perfect, then like, yeah, it's too much weight. So this is why your RM max has probably hurt you. You're just doing it like crazy. They're probably breaking up your technique because you're not going to do the same shit at the tournament. So yeah, I think like if you do want to go for the true 1 rep maxes, I personally cap myself at the technique. So once I start looking like shit, like, yeah, that's
not 1 rep max in any fucking thing in your life. That's my advice to you.
I get so see that's what I'm saying. That's what my rep max stopped the technique. So it's technically still pretty fucking lightweight. If I can go there, put the shoulder in and shit, I'll throw another 45 pounds. That's how much I'm really far from the true 1 rep max, I think. Usually. So yeah. Find a way to I'm all about being more cleaner than that. Paulie, we are ready for you. I'm sorry you waited too long and you exited a waiting room, but yeah, I wanted to finish this subject. all right.
And Paulie does not play that shit.
Oh, come on, man. Paulie is the type of guy to mute your meat podcast. That's the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen. So me not breaking the flow of the podcast, that's just me being professional. So Paulie is in the building.
What do we have to do to get him back on? What do we have to do?
Well, he's already here. We just have to make sure the show is now called the Arm Wrestling Buzz, baby.
Make sure you never disrespect this man again and have him on hold, man.
Well, if Paulie doesn't want to say anything, Paulie, we see you, we hear you. Do I need to apologize? I'm sorry, Paulie. You wait. Oh, the thing.
We're fucked. We are fucked.
Paul came in with a cigar and glasses. Didn't say a word. Like, fuck these two goofballs. Paulie, get their back. I literally added you. So, fire Artem. You don't. Oh man, sorry. This show is no more arm
What
wrestling.
about the singing arm wrestler? Get the singing arm wrestler on.
Is Travis looking forward to roast Derek Smith in January? He's pulling Ivan Matashek. Oh yeah,
I'll be rooting for Derek. I'll be rooting for him. He's pulling my most hated foe.
Oh hey, I've never brought it up with you. Does everyone have a rice bucket like Mask does? Travis, have you ever owned a rice bucket and did the thing?
No, hell no. I've seen it though.
You've seen it in people's houses?
I just seen people use it in their like gym or whatever it was, but yeah, I never really got into it.
Yeah, me neither. I'd rather eat rice and rather than waste it. That's always my perspective. I'm way too poor. If my mom sees me working out with rice, she'll slap the fuck out of me. Artem, what happened to George, the Russian bear, the guy you pulled in the video went viral? Does he still pull? Yes, George now lives in St. Petersburg, Russia, and he trains his like Zambolat Tsariev and all of them dudes. Like he's arm wrestling and
he got good, right?
No, he's still not good, but he's arm
Really?
wrestling. Yeah, everything I see is like, man, too bad.
I thought he got good compared. I thought he was real bad. He got good.
Yeah, no, he's you know what? Not to hate, but like I remember gripping up with him for the first time ever. He came to my house before I will take him to Orlando Europa Expo tournament, and look, just because he never been on the table before, really. And I'm like, and he's already like 260, 270, beautiful, just quit bodybuilding, big dude. I'm like, man, there's got to be power in there, right? And no side pressure, like zero, like negative. And I'm like, dude, and I'm 154 at the time too. I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be a tough day for you, 242. So whatever you pulling. So he had like a rough start, I feel like. So like him.
I remember you telling me that, but then I thought that as the story continued, that you like saw him beating people when he moved.
Nah. I feel like him beating me at practice is still his biggest thing.
He definitely looks like a fucking beast. That's for sure.
He does. Yo, Paulie, let us know what's going on. We're trying to have your back. Is Travis legit training right now? How does he pull outside the strap without using his hand? For me, I feel I need hand control before I go without the straps. With straps, it's different.
So say the question again.
How does he pull outside the strap without using his hand? I feel like
I don't. Yeah,
you don't.
That's why I don't. Yeah, that's why I slip. And the other guy either, don't get me wrong. Sometimes that guy tries to hold on to me. So that's just me making a fist and then waiting for him to let go.
Well, I guess what he tries to bring up, if you do stand up close and you just go for your thing, if somebody just follows you and holds on to you, that's you arm wrestling without the strap. But somebody smarter will just slip away from you. So I think that's maybe where he gets the confusion. Like if you're pulling somebody good, he's not going to follow your top roll back thing trying to slip. So
you never know. Some of them are dumb as shit.
Yeah, well, So
some of them are just their coach as their buddy has told them that they have no chance in the strap to make sure they do not let go. And I love that.
Yeah. Okay. You guys, I don't know what happened to Paulie. I'm begging him to come back. I'm gonna please, Paulie, please come back. We're gonna mean to just.
He's a man of all you got is your word and your balls. All right, and he's a man of his word.
I got you. Well, I have his balls around here, so he should jump on. What's the dude? There's another hot match. Oh, so it was just announced, I believe, but it's
Todd Hutchings and
David Dedican, yeah. That's good.
It's
That's
a great match to try to get somebody to beat Todd at what he's good at, but I think Todd's just too good at what he's good at now.
Mhm.
So we'll see. I mean, listen, I'm a huge, I can't tell you how proud Todd Hutchings makes American arm wrestling. So that's our guy, guys, whether you like it or not. And there's really no reason not to like it. So, I mean, unless he's banged your wife, you got to be a Todd Hutchings fan, bro. Come on.
you out there. So yeah, I guess at this point we're just guessing if is David style, if he wants to change it up and topple him.
Yeah, I know, but who the fucking top roll him unless you're the fucking greatest freaking top roller ever lived? And then are you better than our guy?
Than Angrabayev?
You better than Angrabayev? Yeah, don't do it. And I don't think the match was designed. It wasn't set up to see David trying to top roll. It was set up to be like, yo, bro, Todd's good at beating the top roller in an awkward kind of side dead wrist drag. We'll put this hooker up that won't run from him, but I don't know, man. I don't know. My man is Diesel.
I like what Big Grove Goat said. He said David could not beat Prudnik, but Prudnik could beat Todd. So it's an interesting match. Yeah, I guess in that triangle for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, I think Todd's better now than he was when he pulled Prudnik.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and maybe styles make matches, and Prudnik does it again. But you listen, you're gonna have to show me. I'm going with Todd Hutchings against Prudnik too right now. Let's go. And I know that's just maybe you say, oh, that's just foolish American love. Oh fucking K. Let's go. Hail to Uncle Sam, baby. I'll go with Todd Hutchings.
Artem, what do you think about the Stumblebine and Freddy Sanchez? We discussed it briefly yesterday. I watched the match. Yeah, there's something wrong with Tom, man. Tom like has no side pressure. How big he is and like how everything like great he does.
Yeah, that motherfucker does look the part when he's up there, and he even looks the part in his setup. Like he even put you in a little funk there on match 2 or 3, one of them.
Three. My hand went backwards.
Yeah. So. But yeah, also, you know, you're in that world of super matches when you're not super, and then you put together 2 or 3 of them and you go on a losing streak. I mean, it's hard to get your respect, boy, when you know, if you was just pulling open tournaments, right, you could take care of that next week. You're right back on top. But these youngsters are following the 5 super match a year plan.
Yeah, who started it? Is that like Service Chance or was it like?
Yeah, I don't know, but you know, and maybe that's how we evolve is the lack of table time. Who knows? I know one thing: it's making the tournament idea really alluring and fun to contemplate.
For sure. Yeah, but so yeah, going back, yeah, I kind of even looked at Tom's training after I beat him, and like, I feel like he just does wrong shit, but he has great potential. So that's all. All right, Paulie, one more time. Paulie's coming in hot.
Yo, what's up?
Paulie had to change his FOL jersey on.
Paulie, I had nothing to do with Artem getting you on hold like that, man. Please forgive the show, man.
I'm sorry, Paul.
So what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today?
Normal day at Arm Wrestling Buzz. What's happening? Why not? Can you explain us why Nanya signs contract if it's crayons?
I don't know, man. Nobody's bought him a pen yet. I guess he doesn't get his funds up.
So
what's the date? What's the date?
March 23rd, Winter Blast over at the 98% event, Pennsylvania. It all goes down. 6,500 and a belt so far. We're trying to hit that 10K mark on this one. So if you guys, any sponsors interested, anybody wants to get involved in the big main event of match between me and Nanya, hit me and Nanya up. We'll make it happen.
Or give your money to the Bagent group. Don't get me fucking with that. Totally up to you. Well, what do we know? Are you and Nanya friends or not friends? Are we worried about the money being there? How did it even get started? Fill us in here. How did this thing get started? Just Nanya gave you some shit back in the day, and then
Yeah, so
now
about like
about to pay
five,
for
six
it. What we got?
5, 6 months ago, I got a call out. It was Nanya. He was betting me $1,000. So I just laughed at him. I said, bro, $1,000. I said, first off, go get a promoter. I'm not putting my money up to pull you. You're a nobody. And it's not even worth my time to go over there. Well, next thing I know, about half an hour later, he's on Aussie Arm Wrestler going nuts, saying Paul Italia's ducking me. He won't take my $1,000. He's so rich and all this, and he won't even take my $1,000. So he goes, but I'll put up 5K right now to saying I could beat him. Soon as I heard that, I was like, hell yeah, accept, bro. I'm down for that one. So it was 5K. And then next thing, another promoter on Rival Promotions hit him up, and they wanted to throw $1,000 in and a belt. And then Arm Gods threw in 500 on top of that. So we're up to 6,500 and a custom belt. And yeah, bro, me and him really don't like each other, bro. We just keep going back and forth. Dude is a lunatic. I mean, he lives in this like fantasy world, bro. He's always talking the Bible and conspiracies and just craziness and everything. But he is a good arm wrestler. I seen him in Houston 3 weeks back. He had 4 super matches. He destroyed everybody that day. He was a little bigger than I expected and all. He's got a nasty flop press. So it's not going to be an easy day for me, but I'm ready for this challenge.
He beat 4 people all on the same day.
Yeah, he did. It was 2 right arm, 2 left arm.
Who were the people?
It was Clinton Pickering from Houston, and you guys know Popeye. Well, it was Popeye's son, little Popeye. That was right arm, and then he went against Clinton left hand as well, and then Austin Jennings left hand.
And he beat all of them.
Yeah, he beat all of them, man. Dude is a beast. You know, he brings the intensity. That's where it's gonna make it real interesting. Both of us come real intense. And the other thing that I found funny, bro, and I want to ask you guys if anybody else has ever did this. Has anybody ever brought their father and a security team to an event? You know, his father's like his head security, and then he's got his whole like 3, 4 dudes that they used to work with or whatever that were ex-cops. And they come in full gear, bulletproof vest, gun, everything. And that's his security team. He showed up in Texas. So I said, yo, listen, bro, if you come up with your security team in Winter Blast, you know, they're only security for you. They're not controlling the event because I'm gonna bring my own squad. So I'm bringing my whole crew in there as well. And we're gonna make sure there ain't nobody controlling shit. Gonna get interesting, guys.
The only thing that rings a bell to me is when the Bishops rolled into California.
Oh, it was Jake Houston?
Got busy with Jake Smith and Jonathan Hoffman and all them California boys.
Well, and as soon as the fights start breaking up on the stage, next thing you know, Justin Bishop's mom breaks the beer bottle, and now it's on. That's what happened that day.
Boy,
I might have to hit up the Bishop boys, get them in the corner, bro, for real.
Well, man, I was thinking about coming, but I'm not coming now, man. There's gonna be a problem up there, boy.
Yeah, I wouldn't come if I was you, bro. Grondin's gonna be there. He might beat you up. He might take you in the corner or some shit. So be careful with that.
Well. We're not learning grinding down loss to you, so he can be all uppity and and fun nowadays, right? He's a sad man for next year.
Well, let everybody know also, man. All bow down to the new king of the '98, bro. He's making my crown right now. I said instead of the trophy, because he was supposed to get a arm trophy made. Arm mold for him for losing. Well, instead of that, I told him I just want a 98 crown. So every time I'm on my podcast, I can remind everybody wearing my crown because I am the new king of the 98 crew.
How strong is the 98 crew these days? Are they deep? How many members?
Oh, well, a lot of them are getting fired, bro. You know, whoever was loyal to Grondin, they're out. You know, I'm making some immediate changes. Whoever was a supporter of Italia over the last couple of years, they will be bumped up in rank, so to say. So there's some big changes coming with the 98.
Can you shed some light on this November 7th event with Dr. Rob and Dr. Mark?
January 7th.
Yeah, at least get the dates right, brother. Come on. January 5th through 7th, Vitasel 2.0. I don't know what's going on yet. I have to talk with Rob and kind of get the final itinerary of what's going down. Do you guys know anything? You guys got any locked in?
We thought you were the guy. We thought you were the guy to know.
I haven't. I actually going to be talking to Rob probably today, and we'll probably get things locked out and sorted
You
out.
get Rob on the podcast real quick, Artem, or what?
Me and Rob put our relationship on hold as of this morning, so I do not have that power.
As of this morning? What about Dr. Mark?
Knowing some information, I don't think we also can bring Dr. Mark to this podcast today. But that's have nothing to do with me. That's nothing to do with me. Me and Rob on hold. Mark, I didn't know. I heard rumors.
Well,
Travis, what are you getting done January 5th? You getting some stem cell treatment and all?
No, but I do want to tell Case that there's a big arm wrestling thing there, so I can go to Vegas and hang out with Jimmy and everybody. And then I got my buddy with the cars. He's ready to do a little commercial with all the awesome cars. And if I can get Devin and everybody up in the cars, we have a little race. I think that'd be fun. So
that's my partner, man. We're gonna open up exotic car rental over there.
What I'm talking about. We need to get this shit. We need to get this done. So yeah, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen if we don't have information, unless there's fear of it being too big. So that's why you got.
So before I put our relationship with Rob on hold, he told me with the dates and they're all getting set up. So 5, 6, and 7 is still happening. I guess I don't think we'd have the mansion set up yet. So I don't know, Paulie. We thought you were gonna shine some light for us, but I guess we're all in the dark.
You know what you do tonight? Arm Wrestling Buzz, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Everybody tune in. I'll have some answers by then. So make sure to get in there. You'll find out all about Vitacell. And then also I want to make mention another big event coming up, and that's going down January 6th is Knuckles Up 2 in Fort Lee, New Jersey. Travis, you need to get in with those guys, bro. That Knuckles Up crew.
Huh?
Oh, bro, they come big, man. I like their production, and it's a real fun weekend. Artem, definitely talk to those guys, man. Get a match over there, bro, for sure. They're doing big things.
Me and Knuckles Up relationship on the very hold, man. Are you crazy? After Knuckles Up, the Knuckles Up messaged me. I wanted to come in August to support the event just to watch, and they told me I cannot come unless I pay for like crazy VIP package and be there. And I'm like, huh? I need to be VIP so I can eat with Chance. Chance can eat over here for free. I'm not. You're crazy. So Knuckles Up hates me officially, and I don't know why. So I be part of it. I never received this message before, so I have an impression like Knuckles Up, I'm like banned in their list forever.
I want to let everybody know it's different than any other event that I've been to, where with the VIP, it's what they do is they open up like 2 hours before, and it's a big convention center, and they got like a little party room set up. They got like a bar and kind of like a meet and greet they do. And you go there for like an hour before, have drinks, cocktails and all. And then we go into the actual event, which, bro, it's like a UFC production. They've dropped like 30, 40,000 in the production, DJ, everything. Thing is lit. And then after, we go across the hall to another convention room, and then that's when they got like 10 after pool tables set up. And the rest of the night you're just pulling, you're drinking, you're eating. I mean, it was a blast, bro. So definitely encourage anybody is in that area, definitely get over there for sure.
Yeah, that's January 6th or 7th.
January 6th is the day.
It's
Fort Lee, New Jersey. It's
Fort Lee, New Jersey.
Right over the bridge.
Come to Double
So are
Tree.
you going to New Jersey or are you going to Vegas, Paulie?
I'm up in the air, man. I'm gonna know by today. I'll have that answer. The Knuckles Up guys have made it very appealing for me to show up over there. So
see, well, when I tried to show up, they tried to charge me $1,000 to show up. So that's why I couldn't even
well, I'm a Jersey, New York guy, bro. I'm one of them. So
I got you. I mean, listen, when I come to New Jersey, I do stay at Francis's house. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm a king of Fort Lee, so don't get it twisted. But, not the Knuckles Up event.
Well, don't worry, bro. I got you, bro. I'll get you a job over at the 98, man. I'm now head honcho over there. We'll get you linked up on that East Coast, brother.
I appreciate you, man. I need to live. My stock kind of low.
We're not gonna let everybody treat you like a flappy artist. We got you.
I appreciate you.
I want to ask you, Artem, what because I seen you just competed at the FAL over in for the finals and everything. What side are you going on, man? Are you picking sides? Are you taking Flow Arm Wrestling Combat League? Are you going FAL?
Oh no, no, oh no, no. So I pick the money side. So whenever there's a money event, I'm at that event.
Okay.
So that's why, like, everybody's trying to set something up, but like, I have like offers everywhere. So like, I mean, Chance trying to do something with me locally for sure. So I'm not against anything, but I'm for money. I don't care about the events and like whatever. Like, there's offers, so whoever pays more, that's what they support. But however they're gonna work out within the state, it's on them for sure.
Well, what do you think, bro? Do you like that they split and they made two different organizations, or were you on it was better just for one?
You know what? I believe what's happening is very trashy, but I believe it's good for Florida arm wrestling because now they're like competing, right? So you kind of like, 2023 was like a sloppy year for all of them because there's no payouts. Everybody's kind of doing the thing. So now in this kind of, it's all monopoly. They're just fighting between each other inside of FAL is what you like can imagine, right? But now there's two different groups, and if they both want to go heavy, like, you want to step on someone's toes within the state, you better offer something, right? So that's why, like, that's what I was thinking too. Like, I want to put on quick tournament in 2024 too, but I'll make sure this
Bro, you better start getting envelopes for
no,
everybody else, bro.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like all I will do just a bigger payout because I feel like that we were missing in 2023 and probably having guests too, right? Like nobody really like invest to fly out like Travis or Todd or somebody, right? So that's what I will do. So in question, what's going on? I mean, I think it looks a little odd, but I bet you for the longevity, whatever they're fighting, like, dude, they're gonna establish good relationship with the venues. They're gonna get a lot of cool shit that you can eventually pull Italia can be like, hey guys, me and Travis Bagent gonna take over. Thank you for everything you've done. The venues are great, the relationship are great. Let's keep working. So I believe it's good. Like it's not probably good, like the drama in politics are never good. But I bet you that competition, we might see some cool shit because they want to try to outdo each other. Or somebody might just die off anyway. So we'll see. They have to be busy between each other.
Yeah, the one thing I got to say is it's stepping up Florida arm wrestling in general as far as the level of the arm
And the
wrestling.
people, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, big time. I've definitely watched that in the
Well,
last year.
Florida's always been known to have a bunch of pussies. So I'm glad that you guys are finally
About time. About time.
about that. Because that's one thing I remember about Florida is easy W. That's what I used to think about if I flew into Florida.
Yeah, but things are changing, man. It's just like the TAL when you got events every month and you got these guys, competing for ranking spots and all. Nobody
I
wants
was
to
in
stop
Texas
training.
last week. I felt very comfortable.
What'd you say?
I was in Texas last week. Felt like a king.
How's your training going? Did you get your hernia fixed? You all healed up?
No, I was told that I really can't get it fixed and get really strong at arm wrestling.
Yeah, we told you that, but you told us you were going to do it
I didn't
anyway.
believe. I thought Jerry. Well, I mean, excuse me for not taking fucking advice from Jerry Cataract when it comes to health and wellness. No idea that he'd be right. If you'd have told me how to finance an RV or a car, I'm taking Jerry's input, but not on medical decisions.
All right, so
The guy looked at me. The guy looked at me funny too. The doc was like, "Oh, you're going to compete again?" I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker. Why wouldn't you think that was possible?" He just must have thought I looked soft as shit.
So you're back to going for competition now? You're going to get ready again, or what's the deal?
I mean, I'm probably kind of ready right now.
Okay.
Like I could beat Schoolboy and Larry Wills right now, thinking we just set it up.
All right,
somebody out there. Hey, Politala Cigar, $2 super chat. Where does Travis rank Toddzilla in the US?
Number what? Number one, right? Who could beat this motherfucker? Nobody. Nobody.
I think normally who's ranked number one? Dave Chaffee, Michael Todd, right-handed.
Yeah, but they can't beat Todd right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Diz Nux with $4.99 super chat. Just a super chat. We appreciate you, young man.
What about Jerry? What about Jerry versus Toddzilla?
Oh, you know what? That might be
That's the one
kryptonite
Todd
right
want to
there.
repull. Yeah.
That's the problem right there. Yeah. So probably Jerry Todd, but don't
Jerry
get
and
it
Todd.
twisted, man. Don't let Todd. Todd don't need much more, man. And Jerry, even when Jerry cracked him, man, Jerry was strong as shit. So, but yeah, I guess I keep forgetting about Jerry too, because Jerry's so inconsistent with the when he arm wrestles and the sides. And listen, just because you book a match with Jerry don't mean there's a match happening.
Oh
All right?
man.
That's
Oh,
just
man.
the truth. Legendary.
Why do you say that?
Legendary. Well, because I've known him for 25 years, and I can't tell you how many times that he is not there when he acted like he was going to be there.
When he was supposed to be there with
But
the moment he showed
he
up.
tried to get out of the Hermes match. Don't try to act like that you wasn't fucking around, motherfucker. That's in your brief. You know something about it in your brief situations with him. I mean, somebody comes up to you and be like, man, you ain't gonna believe it, man. I can't get a hold of Jerry. You're not gonna be like, that's bullshit. You're gonna be like, yes, makes perfect sense. Sometimes motherfuckers busy, don't fucking answer the phone.
So who would you like to see him go against next? Would you like to see Dennis Saplenkov first, Jerry?
No, just
Todd
little
Hutchings.
guys. I
Jerry
like
and
to
Todd
see
Hutchings.
little guys. I like to see him against the Ungerbayevs and the Prudniks.
But that doesn't make no sense.
Well, it does because of the way he arm wrestles. So he gives just a little glimpse of a promotion. But what do we really want to see? We want to see all the guys battle underneath Levon and Devin for what? I mean, honestly, like I understand like they weigh the same, but no one gives a fuck. So, but those special matches are really cool. Really fucking cool. Take a top rolling Matt Mask and put him against the 189 champ that keeps hooking Craig and all of them. Like those matches are the ones that need to happen now. It's like you can't be wrapped up in the title matches because they won't get it done if you have too many of them, right? Like we can't even get a title match now. There's no title match that ain't Devin and Levon. Don't put another person up there and try to sell it as a title match. It ain't, right? Let's let the title guys, the little title dudes, pull bigger, sorrier, heavy dudes with nothing on the line except entertainment. That's also, to me, that's what Jerry represents. An undominant technique that allows for guys that aren't necessarily in the game to almost get in the game. I mean, can you imagine if Ungerbayev just stopped him for 35 seconds like Georgie did? I mean, because that's the type of skill level that Ungerbayev has. Now, he probably can't finish him, but okay, let Jerry just take a week off and not take the match serious. And boom, there we are, getting to see it. It'd be awesome. Or what do we have? Who's our guy that's pretty damn good in Paul? Even like I'd like to see Paul Lynn left-handed against Daniel from Moldova. Not
Daniel
that cool
Prokopiev.
now, right? Not that cool now because we just seen Artem trounce fucking Paul Lynn up and down the table for half hour. But before that, you would have loved to seen Daniel at 160 pounds pull, John Brzezinski left-handed because he'll beat him. But those are the matches England's going to have to start looking into. The champs that are light pulling the not so champs that are heavier, and the some of the guys that styles make matches. You got to start thinking about those. So I'd like to see some of that, but that's all. But watching Jerry pull Gennady and all that stuff again.
Hey, so we got $100 super chat, €100 super chat from Marcus Thompson himself. This podcast is so much poorer when I'm not on. Isn't that right, Artem? Wink. Travis, you won left-hand match in Ireland in March. Arm God's best atmosphere in arm wrestling. Who? So
I'll take it. Take it.
March 23rd.
1,500 a day, including travel days. I'm in.
Yeah, I don't think that's a problem for Marcus. So you just need to tell him if
Let's go, Marcus!
March 23 you want to do it. So
1,500 a day, including travel days, Marcus. Don't tell me you need me for 13 days unless you got your paycheck.
what I need to, what's the airport you have to fly into Ireland? I wonder. Hold on.
Dublin. Dublin.
Dublin. All right. So hold on. We'll get Travis a match right now for Marcus.
Let's go.
Since Marcus spending the money, I'll do the logistics of it. I know Travis wants to be home first thing on a Sunday morning.
Marcus, who would you put him up against?
Come on, dog. I got you. Dude.
It doesn't really matter. I'm so strong left-handed. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, man.
How about Evan Bourgogne?
Non-stop. Hey, there's a non-stop flight. There's a non-stop flight to Dublin. It's going to cost $800 from IED. You're going to leave Thursday, be home Sunday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That is simple. $6,000. Let's go.
Hold on. What if it's save Marcus 1,500 and get you there Friday?
Yeah. Or you tell Marcus too. I pay for my own travel. He just pays the 1,500 a day.
Hey, flights are the same. You can still do the same shit Friday, but you're gonna get there Saturday. You're gonna get there Saturday morning. So yeah. So yeah, regardless, there's a bunch of nonstop flights from IAD with Aer Lingus for $800. So Marcus, you just heard it. It's gonna run you up anywhere between $4,500 to $6,000.
Let's go.
All right. So, and Marcus, who you want him to pull while you do that? I'm gonna read another.
Don't even tell me till I get there, Marcus.
Marcus, you should get him on the August, September card, bro. When you get me in there, man.
All right, we don't need the name, Marcus. So I'm just gonna read the name I'm just gonna read a super chat from the Exposer. His first super chat ever. Let's celebrate this. Travis, do you think Devin could be competitive at East versus West if the refs did not? Oh, he missed a word. Did not his rising or elbow dragging in the refs grip. I'm assuming if refs did not control his rising and elbow dragging.
Yeah. If you take away everything that Devin is doing cheating-wise, he still is going to do really well when it's 3 out of 5 and all that good shit. So yeah, especially now, because now it doesn't matter. The motherfucker got stupid, ridiculous, retardedly stupid strong. And, he's the fucking dude now. So, and nobody cares about the referee anyway. Like, the referee's a fucking geek, right? So there's no way for the referee to control a human being like Devin or me or anybody that's not willing to listen to him. And there's no
Travis,
reason, right? No ref that's not cool. That's cool enough. Go ahead.
Travis, with Hermes, you were saying that you want to see like lighter weight guys go against Hermes, Jerry, and guys like that. Who would be one of those matches that you'd like to see for Hermes next?
Well, I don't know. Now Hermes is so well-rounded. He doesn't leave doors open like Cataret, right? Like, you have to be careful. A guy like him, so well-rounded, he's probably one of them dudes that still is waiting for the loser of the Levon Devin match and hoping he can put a effort, strong enough forth that he could then get a rematch with the champ. So I wouldn't put him in the same category as Devin. As Jerry. Not because Jerry can't compete with those guys. It's just that Jerry leaves a door open for entertainment. I don't necessarily think that Hermes does. Gennady pulling lighter guys is only fun because of the fun that Gennady can bring. Hermes doesn't necessarily bring that charisma to where you would enjoy him picking on a smaller guy. So I don't know if there is a match quite yet. But we also know that Hermes needs he needs to get back revenge from Alex. So we're about to see Big Alex again. If he's dominant, he should be able to jump right up into that category where after him and Hermes and Gennady get done banging, that person would get a shot either at the champ or at the loser.
But do you think Alex could go through Artem Orzov like that? Because that's going to be a tough one for Alex.
Is that
It might be, but the Morozov that we saw Georgie go through him pretty
Yeah,
easy.
but he was fucked up.
That's exactly. So that's the sick version, right? So now we're looking for the not so sick version of Morozov to maybe be the guy, right? I mean, that's what we're hoping, at least. I think the arm wrestling world does not want the picture of Morozov not being fucked up at that event. Yeah. We need the eating the soup and the problems with the intestines and the stomach to be real. And the next time you see him, that is healed up and he's a different guy, right? I think we were hoping that maybe Vitaly was a unmedicated version of him against Cataret and that he would be special against Hermes, which I think he was special against Hermes, but not special enough that we're ready to give him a match with Devin or Levant. Now, all of those guys getting revenge on Dennis is probably semi-entertaining, right? So if Dennis is not going to get any better, he's prime pickings for guys like Hermes to try to get him, you know what I mean? And I think they probably would from what we looked at. Of course, we still have to wait and see if Devin has indeed stepped it up to a level where he cracks Levant too, because then we won't feel as bad about what we think Dennis's level is.
What do you think? Do you think Levant is going to come back and just take that Devin match as first, or do you think he comes back and takes like another match beforehand?
I wouldn't be surprised if he's not starting to worry about his brand a little bit.
He's got to be.
It'll be interesting. And then, he knows more than any of us how Devin really felt and how much Devin would have to improve and how much he's got that excuse too, right? They've got 2 matches because if Levant comes back and he loses, he can say that, hey, after the injury, I didn't give myself time. Let me take some time now, add it with the time I just had. And I think I'm, 4 or 5 months away from, being back where I was. And if I'm Dennis, or if you're Devin, do you give him the second opportunity? Or do you have so much going on that you could give the illusion that you don't have time for anybody, right? Like if Devin wants to preach health and wellness and go down and pull a couple matches at 231, no one's going to say anything to him. They're just going to hail to the fucking king after, you know what I mean? So Dennis won't have that opportunity where like Devin represents the holy grail of, hey, my man, I'll get back at you. And then he can leave for a year, explore the lighter weights. Like he's really got that. He's got arm wrestling by the balls. I mean, he's that motherfucking dude. So how he chooses to utilize his power will be, it'll really, the success of all the leagues will kind of hang on at this point with their relationship with Devin.
Were you ever in that position where you were on top of the world and you hurt yourself? You were out for like 6 months, and now you had to come back and get right back in that throne and defend it off everybody. Have you ever been in that situation?
No, it was a good enough situation for me that even when I was hurt, no one really knew it. And you just went on. There were so many tournaments. You just kept going through it, and it would fluctuate the opinions all the time, and it wasn't a big deal. But I think that you gotta, there's just a lot of power now, because it used to be the tournaments were going to happen whether you accepted the invite or not, right? It wasn't like you had to wait on someone to schedule an event. Like the fucking Nationals was happening in May, the Worlds was going to happen in June. You know what I mean? It just was, the Arnold was going to happen in March. You wanted to win all of those things. And then they were only replaced with better schedules, right? And those were awesome schedules back in the day when you wanted to be the best guy. And then it just evolved, but it was always a schedule or an event that made you the champ, not the person.
Now, what would happen today if Devin went into the tournaments like you used to do? Would he be as dominant as he is in the super matches?
Yeah, now he would be. Yeah, because he's not like we're not seeing him wear people out at this exact moment. We're seeing him beat people round one, top rolling, being aggressive. Like I mean, listen, I'm the biggest hater in the world. If I could tell you that there was an opening or a kink in his armor or an opening to send some shade his way, motherfucker, I'm in. The fact is, at some point you got to recognize what has happened is that he has used his social media and his God-given talent has allowed him to be the motherfucking man because of his social media status. He was able to get championship matches without going through the normal pecking order. And now he's managed to grab all three of them. Come on, man. Yeah. Plus, he loves arm wrestling more than you. He loves arm wrestling more than Artem. The act of it, right? It's easy to see when you're around him. You know, it's like, also, I believe his work ethic allows us to have no problem giving him the credit because the credit goes along with the work, right? If I worked as hard as him, I would be as good as him. I can say that, right? It might not be true, but I can say that, right? Because the truth is I'm not willing to do that work. So I'm not that upset with him reaping the benefits of living that life. Like, it's almost like the guy who works 100 hours a week, but he's the richest guy in town. I don't want his life. I'm good, motherfucker. I'd rather have all my time and be not the poorest guy in town, but just right there where I can have. So if I'm not willing to put in the work he's putting in, I can't be that upset that the ridiculous amount of fucking reps. I mean, it's kind of cool that's what it ends up representing.
Is that what changed? Is that he just went all in and this is his like full-time job?
Definitely his medication changed. He legitimately was a natural athlete. And even if he wasn't natural, he was living that life. He was giving that perception. And honestly, when I would arm wrestle him, he felt like he was natural. Right? Like you could bang his fucking ass right up against the table. Boom! Right? Like I looked over him to get to the fight, right? But back in, and then after the loss, he's sitting over there doing wrist curls, right? So you saw that this guy, first of all, has an unbelievable spirit and work ethic, right? Then you finally, and this is just a hypothesis, right? But he goes through the medical scare, right? He's got some deep vein thrombosis, some bullshit I know nothing about. And then I see him starting to grow and evolve into this fucking beast. And my hypothesis is that, doing it the right way almost got him killed. If he's going to die, let's be the fucking champ. You introduce the good drugs to him, right? He becomes fucking awesome, right? But still not the guy, but just fucking awesome. Then you introduce the healing mechanism to him. And the fact that now you can take all this medication and get stronger doing the exercises, but his real problem is the wear and tear of the exercises. Now you're receiving this fucking treatment where, I could be giving too much credit to VitaCell, don't get me wrong. But that seems to be the next step, is that he is healed up the next fucking day to do it all again. And now the foundation's already been laid. This motherfucker's stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking. And, that availability of not being banged up, you give that to the guy like him who's willing to do it for 8 or 9 hours a day, if only because his body wouldn't let him is why he would stop. Now you heal up and give him unlimited resources. What you're seeing, and I don't know if it's going to end, he's liable to whack Devin and stay on top. Or he's liable to whack Levon and stay right on top of the whole motherfucking thing.
So what's it gonna take to get somebody that could compete with him and end his reign?
Well, I think ultimately Father Time will take care of that, right? I mean,
Who knows, bro? We got John
well, I
Brzezinski
mean,
at
I think we all
59
know.
years old.
No, no, we all know. So the thing is how long does it take? Does it take 20 more years or does it only take 5? But it's coming, right? I mean, there ain't no doubt about it. That's one thing that I will tell you is undefeated is old Time. He's coming. Yeah.
Gotta say though, man, after seeing what they're doing with the stem cells and all this, man, I give him at least another 10 years to go the way he's going, bro. Which in 10 years, on, if he keeps doing what he's doing, oh man.
Which is pretty
that's
wild to
crazy.
think about, because like back when 2013, like what, Jumps back coming back, Devin doing some shit. Like we were rating all those guys off a lot more earlier. Like it's kind of crazy that Devin is still in it and he's like higher than he was. Because that was not the idea like years ago. Like, yeah, Devin, people have been saying Devin's too old like 10 years ago. Like he can never be like he's not the guy to be there, and he's the guy now.
Just
So
think about John Brzezinski when we threw in Texas,
we
Travis, when we did that
retired
seminar.
Jump Zank 20 times. And he's
That's what I
still that
mean.
dude.
When I first met him over at that Texas event, he was telling me, he's like, I don't know if I'm coming back. He still wasn't even sure at that point. And then he went on a run, man. Like, holy shit. So, age and arm wrestling work good together, man. They could go for quite some time.
Hey, so we're probably gonna almost wrap it up, but there's $5 super chat from the Exposer. Exposer, you just throwing all your money at us today for the first time ever. How do you think the Devin and Vitaly match will play out?
It's just there's too much. Devin's got too much right now, so there's not enough ass and horsepower there. It'll look just like Craig Touye and Artem.
Oh, so there's like a war for 2 seconds and then it's over. I got you.
Yeah, he's gonna compromise and but he's gonna have to start too early. He's gonna have to be unbalanced because of his fear. And then there it is. And then we both know that Devin's not going to get tired pulling in the awkward, it's almost like the King's move, but he's done moved it to where there is no
below, yeah.
shoulder. There's no shoulder problem anymore below the table, but it's definitely it's this turned into this. Right, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's motherfuckers from here to here, but it's still locked in. Crazy. What a man child.
Big Grove Goats, $2 super chat. Bagent versus Tsvetkov, Ireland 2024 on left hand.
Against Georgie?
I already did that, but yeah, whatever. If Georgie wants to rematch, that's fine.
Wait, right hand or left arm?
Left.
Left-handed. That's what we did. We did it left-handed.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be crazy now, Paul. Don't be crazy now, Paul.
I want to get somebody else left hand. Who could we do left hand? Because how about Corey West
or Larry Wheels?
Bro, you'll kill them, man. You'll kill those guys. I think
Perfect.
Yeah, but I want to see something like
Paul Lynn. Give me Paul Lynn.
How about Corey West, man? Left hand or Cody
whoa,
Merritt?
Whoa.
Oh, too much.
Hold on. Let me put Paul on mute.
Yeah, you must have been Larry Wilson's manager. Setting him up with these matches. Fuck that.
Yeah, let me ask you guys. So, what's your prediction against me?
Hey, Marcus threw Mirtali in there. Well, Mirtali, Aslanov, and Travis left-handed.
Who's that?
Whoa. He could beat Corey. Get the fuck out of here. He just beat Corey. No, sir.
Mirtali did? Oh, man. All right. I'm sorry about that one. But that was Marcus's prediction.
How about Daniel?
Daniel Prokopchuk? Hey, Marcus, can you get Daniel? You know what? I've heard people in comments say Daniel is the guy that's like just believes he's just a lightweight dude. Like he doesn't want to touch anybody.
What about the two kids? Basha and
Reno.
Basha.
This is what I want to see. I want to see Artem versus Daniel Prokopchuk, left hand. I would like to see that. And I'd like to see Travis, like you were saying about like having a light guy go against you or something, have like a Vrez versus you. That could be an interesting left arm.
Whoa, no. He's too good too now. I ain't fucking with
No, I think that's like what you were talking about with Jerry, where it'd be an interesting match and all that. That could be a good one right there.
Hey, there's a good match. Paula, you might agree with it, and Travis.
He's a
I'm not
little too
familiar with
strong.
the
He's a
name.
little too
Hey, there's a comment. Travis versus Ryan Carter, left-handed.
Oh, I just beat Ryan to
Oh,
Houston.
I'm in.
That's what I'm saying. At first, I was like, huh? Like, what? Out there. Yeah, from this perspective, yeah, it's a great match. And he lost Texas, too. So, you know, you can go to Houston. I bet you Ryan Carter from the area, too.
But Artem, how do you do against Daniel left arm?
Dude,
That
I
could
feel
be
like
a good one.
I didn't. The last after pool we did was terrible. I couldn't even move him. I don't know. The one before we did was a little bit better, but I couldn't fuck with him last time we pulled.
Really?
Nah, he'll
Holy
kill you. He'll
shit.
kill you.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah,
But
he'll kill.
how are they Mindogas pool? Because I feel like I'll kill Mindogas.
Oh, that's a
Isn't that-
Madaga's
isn't
like a
that- isn't
ninja on the table.
Isn't Daniel and Mindogas go back and forth a little bit? Like some one hand? That's where I'm like confused. But yeah, last time I pulled Daniel, he was my daddy.
That is crazy, bro. I couldn't believe that. Wow.
No.
What time are we on tonight, Paul? What time are we on tonight?
9:30 p.m. Eastern time, your time.
Who else is on there?
Ryan Bowen, and then we got a couple other people just popping in.
Whoa. We're bringing Ryan Bowen out everywhere. I don't know if Travis can be on that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
I
good
gotta
one.
ask Ingen. I definitely gotta ask Ingen.
All right, and I'll
All
have the
right,
answer for
fellas, well, I
Vitacell guys
enjoyed it.
tonight.
Fuck off here.
All right, fellers. Well, so
Hey, what are you doing New Year's Eve?
I'll either be in New York or I will be on my way to Vegas. We'll be figuring everything out. So
What about Chicago? You want to come to our tournament and come to the game?
you got a
Oh, that
tournament
gets-
going on?
on the 30th and 31st. Yeah.
That's Saturday. We're gonna
What
have
the
one in
fuck? Hey,
downtown
bro, wait, well, like,
Chicago.
when did this come up? Like, you don't tell me, you don't
We're
let
getting
us
ready
know.
to announce it. You want to go with us? You want to get in with us? or
You
what?
weren't answering your phone.
Let me see, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, you just
motherfucker.
throwing me on the spot right here. I gotta look, man. Holy shit. Where,
December
so it's in
30th. Think
Chicago?
about it. And then we're going to the game the next day on Sunday, and then we're having a New Year's Eve party in Chicago.
All right, let me see what's up. Where you staying at? Arts condo over
I'm
there?
staying at Arts. I'm staying at his downtown though. But I've got the Marriott where Tyson stays for $184 a night, and it's pimped.
Nice.
It's fucking straight up $1,000 hotel, glass everywhere. The whole city's there, so I can get that price because they're playing there that night.
So
So
kick Justin Fields out of the penthouse and throw me in there. Let's do it, bro. Hey,
not playing like he is now, baby. He runs that motherfucking Chicago.
for real.
All right, y'all be good.
Later, guys.
All right, sir. Paul, what time it is? Paul, what time is the bus? One more time, 9:30. You said
9:30 p.m. Eastern time.
All righty, you guys heard that. So next podcast tonight's Paul Italia Buzz 9:30. Arden versus Uncle John left-handed. I win everybody. Y'all fucking crazy.
Wait, you pulled already? Haven't you pulled Uncle John?
Never left-handed. Just some practice pulls and shit.
Wait, you guys pulled right hand then, Supermax?
Yeah, right hand super match.
You beat him right hand, right?
Yeah, I beat him right hand, but dude, I'll kill Uncle John either hand or currently. Like especially now he's all fluffy and fat. So I don't know. I feel like he was like, I don't know when he was his peak shape, but no, me and John, like it's too far apart right now.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like that Daniel one for you.
Actually, no, I'm lying. Like me and left were kind of okay at some point, but like just from who is beating who, like he's the underdog. So like, stop writing me this shit, guys.
All right, guys. I'll see everybody later at 9:30 p.m.
All righty, you guys heard that. Thank you, Paulie, for coming. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me on, Artem.
Yes, sir. Let me just make sure I read a couple more things. If I make sure I read everything right, I could never jam myself on Steve and his comments. I can't clip it. So I want to say it right now. Steve out here was saying that John Therian will beat me like it's a practice match. I'll destroy John. Destroy. I didn't even start training yesterday. Oh, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. All right, fellas. I guess I finished. We kind of read everything. Didn't miss the super chat. Armrad's okay, but he is lighter than 180. It's my win. Yo, the, Daniel, I'm assuming it's you, Daniel, the nightmare. If First of all, you ain't got the money to say shit like this right now, because keep in mind, I'm on the 190 right now, like 190, probably 191. I don't know. Except when I'm in one, I'm lower to 190s. That 10-pound cut, it's nothing, and my hand's not gonna get smaller. I'm only gonna get stronger at 176. Are you fucking crazy? Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm here getting heavier, so I have challenges. So I have more ass whoopings, right? Like I don't want to. If I want to make my day easy, I'll cut. I'll cut. So yeah, if I'm lighter than 180, you done. You done, Daniel. So I don't know what this. I don't know how you're making me smaller and you're making me weaker. Yeah, if I was like Super's dude who was relying on like I don't know being fat, sure. But no, Daniel, sit home. Sit home. Don't say anything crazy anymore. Um, Arden versus Davis Bradford. Well, mine and Travis's travel arrangement are pretty similar as far as the weight, as far as the prices goes. But I don't know, man. I just talked to Michael Todd too. Like this, everybody wants to do March events and April events. So it's kind of hard. Marcus's thing being on the 23rd. Like that's what Michael Todd's trying to do is Michael Todd's not sure yet, and they have a problem right now. I just messaged him. They have issues like figuring out more staff. So I don't know if they think going to be a 23rd or April 13. So it's kind of funny, man. I kind of like yeah, I don't know. Like I'll book at this. I mean, at this point, like I'm booked for January 13, right? And then I'll be gone May 30th. But at this point, like I'm a fan of Monster Factory, to where I will go there like on whatever notice. But because of this stuff happening, like yeah, I don't like. I'll take a deposit from anybody to book a thing, but like now I don't know. There's so much happening. You know what I realized too, and it happened with dude, it happened in the September thing or something, where it's like everything was booked, then I've canceled something, then something else went away. So it's like, oh man, so like this, I don't know, man. Our messing schedules are tough, and the events. I'm a fan of Michael Todd because once the date is set, it's set. The travel is it's all figured out for the money figured out for. So it's like, I'm all for easy and available travel type thing, or, whatever you gotta have. Like Travis said earlier in the podcast, they were supposed to get paid a bunch of money at whatever event. Nobody got paid. So, arm wrestling in that regard. So, shit's happening. So as of right now, I'm a Monster Factory guy. Like I believe in the concept, and like it's been a smooth transaction for me, and that's kind of what I'm giving my heart to. But there's no dates being set for like anything. Like for everybody to take everything that people are messaging me. So like, yeah, who always sends me the first deposit for any type of thing? Like I'll lock your date. But as of right now, yeah, who knows? Maybe 2024. I'm just doing tournaments on my own. Well, I mean, I did it this year too. Just travel where I want to travel. Artem, are you going to Calgary? No, I'm not. Um, Once you pull it arm guards event, nothing the same as an experience. I don't know, Marcus. You ruined that experience by being a fucking shit talker and sending a bunch of trolls my way. Sorry, you guys are not as serious as I would want it to be. I don't know if that's your style, but that was terrible. So I'm getting Artem, so maybe we can have fun. I'll sit here and after he beats you, after he. Dan, you're literally a terrible arm wrestler. Relax, relax. It'll be a couple days. Hello from North Platte, Nebraska. Let's go. North Platte. Hey. Man, I don't even know. You better move to Omaha or some shit. Like in somewhere where it's a little warmer. So that just sounds cool. North Platte. Hey. I don't control arm guards, army, aka the usual suspect. Well, They ruined everything for you between us, Marcus. So I'm sorry to say that. She'll have better control, young man. Devin's forearm. But you want to set up his Travis, let me know. I'll give you his address. Oh, address and phone number. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. There's a bunch of subjects, so gonna have to clip out stuff. And I'll see you guys later, right? And everything. Yeah. Salente, take care. Thanks for the giggles. Dan, get stronger. Get stronger, Dan. Marcus, hit me out for the phone number. Dan, get stronger. What the hell happened with the US and Artem? Oh, us and Artem. Oh, well, dude, I told Marcus that I could not longer show up to his event because I had terrible death in my family that I didn't want to announce, and that was very personal. Marcus thought it's appropriate for me canceling to just send a bunch of trolls my way and disrespect me for entire months. And I'm like, oh, wow. I remember I couldn't make something happen with like Rambo, and they were apologetic to me and like saying it's all good, man. But for some reason, Marcus thought if I'm canceling in advance and even asking him it's okay to disrespect me for the eternity. So that's not how we do things. So that's what happened between me and you guys. So, have to respect someone's events. So, all righty, guys. On this cheerful note, I'm going to wrap it all up. And you guys have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Or, you guys can see Paulie at 9:30 today.